Hi, everybody. How are you? It is Color and Chat with Joanna. Welcome to the channel. We're going to stream today. I have, I'll wait for some people to show up or not show up. It all depends. If not, if you're watching back, welcome to the channel. Now, my husband printed 2 copies of this. I don't know if you can see this. It's kind of like a blue tone. And then there's a gray tone. I'm going to start with the gray tone, and then maybe I'll play with the blue tone. So this is Mariola Budek. Hey. I'm so sorry. Hang on 1 second. I got a barking dog. You know what? You do this every time. Come here. You go right now. Go. No. I don't care about the letter. Go. I'll lay down. So sorry, people. Hold on 1 second. Let me get back into position here. The lawn people are here, and Miss Fiona is so upset about it. She really is. She just cannot be tolerant of a lawnmower at all. So today I am going to use my my new favorite flavor of the week. And I know that probably everybody's using these and you're sick of them. But it's time for we're going to be square today. It's Mariola Budek, and we're using the Brun Funers. And I am just going to start by lightly highlighting around my puppy dog's eyes. Now, some people say this is a wolf, but I kind of think it looks a lot more like a husky to me. And there are huskies that come in sable, and I love sable colored huskies. I think their hair is so beautiful. So pretty. Anyway, I hope there's some people out there that are watching. I hope you're having a good day. We are having another cloudy, rainy day. I am so frustrated. It seems like we waited forever for the pool to get shocked and then get unshocked and be tolerable. And man, it just looks so beautiful and so inviting. And then it started raining, and that's it. I can't get out of this rain. So I'm just going to do what rainy day people do, and I am going to color, because I haven't colored in a while. I mean, I really haven't. I haven't streamed in a while either, but I don't know. There are times when I stream and everybody shows up, and then there's times when nobody shows up. So getting the right time has been a real challenge for me. It really has. I just can't seem to get it quite right. I mean, he's such a pretty dog. Look at him. Can't wait to get his coloring just right. But when you buy a PDF, I mean, you can print like 15 copies trying to get the right grayscaling and the right shading, and it's so frustrating. So I'm just going to go with what I have here. I probably would want to get another one, but my printer died a sad death. I think it was suicide. I really do. I think she just got fed up with me and bit the bullet, because I was terribly abusive to that thing. I really was. Going to put a little bit of the blonde around his eye. I hate coloring a dog without having a name for it. Like, I think it just makes it more personal, when your dog has a name. Yeah. So, anyway, great weekend food-wise. Not great weekend weather-wise, but food-wise. Oh my God. Long-suffering husband made a uh he does these barbecue wings. I taught him how to do them years ago, but now that he's gotten more confident, um he he's adding like his own little zhuzh to it, his own little flavor, which I love because, you know, he doesn't cook a lot of things. He cooks bacon, um, and chicken, and everything else is just a crapshoot. But yeah, I let him do the chicken, and I did saffron rice, which turned out so beautiful. I don't know, may have had a little too much vermouth in it. You could definitely taste it, but you know, that's not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing. So I have to, I know this little tapping noise may be annoying. I apologize, but this is the only way to get the little wispies without having, you know, pencil lines. So, and this dog, he is going to, I don't know, I kind of want to call him Howard. He looks like he's smart enough to be a Howard. Hi, lurkers. Welcome to the channel. Glad you're hanging around. Just coloring Howard here. Just decided to name him Howard. Because he's very, very smart. Some people say it's a wolf. I think it's a Siberian Husky because it has that color line around his face. I don't know. What do you think? Anyway, so Howard, I know that it was really weird. David, my kid, he came home the other day and he said, Mom, somebody at work was talking about Huskies and that they think that they're abused because they pull sleds. Well, I have to firmly disagree. Okay, because first of all, I've been to Alaska and I've seen the sled dogs and I've seen the sled dog races. And I'm telling you, this animal, I don't know nothing about nothing. Johannes, hello, darling. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the Memorial Day wishes. It was so kind of you. My father was actually in Normandy at D-Day. So I have, if you go on my Instagram, you'll see a picture of his beautiful gravestone. He lived to be almost 100. But he survived Normandy and he got shot. He was a paratrooper. So Memorial Day is pretty special to me. Although it doesn't exactly pertain to my father. I mean, it does because he's a veteran, but Memorial Day is meant for the people who didn't get to be veterans. They never came home. You know, they were lost. Oh, hugs to you too, darling. How are you? I'm coloring this Mariola Budek page that I got. My husband printed two of them. One is like super, super blue. I don't know if you can see the blue coloring in it. It's like real blue, but then the other one has kind of a gray image. And I'm trying to, I don't, some people say it's a wolf, but I think it looks more like a Siberian Husky. What do you think? Because I think he looks like a husky, and I'm naming him Howard because I hate coloring a dog without a name. I know. I'm good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're doing well. We're having rain like crazy here. Are you having rain, Johannes? Johannes, I'm sorry. I'm always saying your name wrong. I'm so bad about this. Anyway, so we were having a debate about the the dog, whether he's a wolf or a husky, he looks a lot more like a wolf to me, or a husky. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said wolf. He looks like a Siberian husky. And so I want to do like the sable colored husky. And so that's what we're doing today. And I'm going to add a little bit of chalks to him to give that really pretty kind of orangey terracotta color they have in them. But, so today we'll probably only get this done. I don't know. Hold on. Let me find the little chalky people. I haven't used them in a million years. I don't know where they are now. You know, every time I organize my art cart, it's harder to find things. I swear. You gotta be around here somewhere. Great. Okay, give me a second before I fall out of this chair. How's the dogs? The dogs are good. Fiona's having a cow right now. I mean, like a cow. Hold on a minute. I gotta find my my little chalky people. Where are they? Where did I put them? Why? Why am I not prepared? Oh. Hang on, guys. I'm tearing the place apart now. Huh. In my effort to be more organized, I can now not find a thing. Hang on. They're here somewhere. I mean, they have to be, right? What in the ever-loving God? Oh, man. Okay. Maybe. Well, that's not working. All right, let's pivot. Let's go to plan B. Hold on a minute, guys. Wow. Stuff is just disappearing everywhere. You know what this says? This says I am not coloring enough because I can't keep up with all my stuff is gone. I can't believe this. Like, where did they go? Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Okay. I am going to use something else. We'll try something else. Hold on a minute. Yes, they're still full of attitude. And especially today, you know why? The lawn care people are here. And you don't even want to know. Oh my God, the lawn care people and Fiona, not a good mix. Hang on, let me try this. I can't believe I can't find my chalks. Like, they're gone. Where did they go? Oh, there it is. There's that little kind of yellowy color I was looking for. Anyway, I just love coloring dogs and drawing dogs and eventually painting dogs, but my painting skills are not that great. But yeah, so Fiona is sitting right behind me. She's scared like a little cat. Which I shouldn't say that word. But she's kind of freaking out because the lawn people are not her friends. She's not crazy about a lawnmower. So I can't let her outside right now because she'll just bark and cry at them and get all flipped out. George is in a sausage coma because I gave the both of them these little turkey sausage jerky treats that, oh my God, It's like dog crack. You should see them, Johannes. They turn into like crazy people. I mean, they get a whiff of it and they just go bazookas. I mean, literally, like he will go through a window for this stuff. He loves it so much, which is good because he needed a new treat, because the old treats were just kind of getting a little boring. You got to change it up. I mean, dogs are just like us. They like new flavors every now and then, but you got to be careful and not give them too much because their little stomachs will explode. I don't want to think about it. Okay, I'm going to try a little bit of this brown, just a little. We're going to see. I'm looking for like a reddish color. And I think that might kind of get there. I don't know. But yeah, I love these. These are Aqua Oil Pastels. Now you can actually mix them with water and they go so far. But I like using them dry too. I really do. They work great dry. I just smudge them a little bit with my fingers, and it's kind of like, playing with finger colors. It's kind of interesting how they blend out. And then I gotta find a terracotta looking pencil. These are Brunfunners. They're square. They're so cool. And for the longest time, I had to get my husband to teach me how to say them properly because he's German. He's born in Berlin, German, like German. But not angry. He never gets angry. He's probably about let's see if I can get it in here. Can you see what I'm doing, or do I need to hang on? I'm going to move the camera down just a tiny bit. Tiny. There we go. Let me get a little better view. Get those out of the way. Yeah, these, Johannes, you should get some of these. They're so much fun. They're called Aquarelle Oil Pastel. They're only $10. These are the pearl colored ones. Pardon me, I have the hiccups today. And they're shiny. They're shiny. Hi, Nichols. Oh my God. Oh, that's funny because Fiona's freaking out over the lawn guy right now. She's literally losing it because they're doing the lawn outside. But it's okay. It's just good to see you. Good to see you're doing good. Are you good, girl? Oh, Nichols. Yay. I can't believe it. It's been a hot minute, hasn't it, sweetheart? Oh, hey, girl. Hey. Big hugs coming from me to you. How are you? Are you good? Oh my God, it's been like forever. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, I'm trying different streaming times because I don't know, I can't seem to find the right time. You know what I mean? Sometimes everybody wants to come and then sometimes nobody shows, so I'm just feeling it. Oh, yay. Really good. I know. I'm doing the Mariola bedeck and I'm trying to make him look like a sable husky. And we have given him a pseudo name because I can't draw a dog if I don't have a name for it. I know, it's part of my weirdness, right? Anyway, so we named him Howard. So this is Howard, I know, look, I'm going to be covered in this stuff, but it's so great. It's such a very fabulous medium. I love it. Anyway, yeah, so we're coloring Howard. Howard, the Siberian Husky. Oh, I can't use that. I got to use another finger. There you go. You got to be careful with your smudgies because if you smudge it wrong, he should be a blue-eyed husky, right? Should we do blue eyes? I think so. I got to find my blues. Hold on. I'm looking. Anyway, yeah, so John did, long-suffering husband, did the most fabulous barbecued chicken wings. He marinated them forever. And then let me do a little lavender because Siberian Husky's eyes are the most beautiful thing, aren't they? They're almost purple. They're so, when they're blue, they're like blue, 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 blue. Anyway, yeah, and then I did saffron rice. Oh, and then I made something I haven't made. Yes, Howard. Isn't he pretty? Howard. It's a good dog name. You can yell it when you're really mad at him. Howard, put that down. Howard, stop licking that. Don't eat that, Howard, please. You know what I mean? Howard's a good dog name. Should have thought of that when I named George because George is, oh God. You should hear me 3:00 in the morning. George, what are you barking at? George, please stop. Okay, hold on. I need a little tiny touch of black here. I don't know where the black pencil is. Grün Funner, where's the... Well, this is kind of a dark gray. Maybe that'll work. But, yeah, I went to Alaska and we got to play with the Siberian Huskies, and oh my God, these dogs have an energy like, you wouldn't believe the energy these dogs have, and they are so gossipy. They talk about each other, and I mean, they're just gossipy little things, chatty, chatty, chatty. I'm telling you. I got to go into the pen with like 28 Siberian Huskies, and they get so jealous so quick. They're like, and then the other one starts howling like, pay attention to me, me, you know. Plus I had a pocket. The hotel we were staying at had a massive breakfast buffet, and of course no good standing dog mom goes anywhere without a plastic baggie. You need it for something. You need it to pick up poop, or you need it to hide treats, or you just need a baggie. I always have a baggie. So I took like probably 2 pounds of bacon off of the buffet because I knew where I was going, you know. And we had donated and helped support a husky troop, and so when we got to go visit, they said, please come and spend the day with us. And, you know, we'll show you how to kit up a sled and everything. And I was like, oh man, he said, oh, by the way, and we got to see him. There is a polar bear that comes and hangs out with the dogs, and all the dogs think they're protecting the bear, and the bear thinks they're protecting the dogs. It's a really weird situation. I will post some pictures. I'll post some pictures on Instagram of when we went. Oh my God, I was so skinny. I really wish I had that butt today. I got to tell you, guys, I was skinny. Anyway, so I went with my, parka in my pocket, and I had all my bacon with me, and I walked in and I didn't tell the guy because I forgot. You know how you put a big thing in your pocket? You put anything in your pocket, you forget it's there. And I forgot. I forgot that it was there. And so I walked in, and of course, 28 dogs were like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This girl has bacon. Hold up. Everybody stop right now. And they did. They just literally just stopped dead and started the begging thing. Like, I mean, gotta put some brown in there too, because the sable huskies turned out to be my favorites. They have 8 million shades of beautiful. Yes, there's a girl with meat, and she likes us. they all ran up to me. A couple jumped on me, but as soon as they smelled that bacon on my hands, and I guess on the wrapper, because I forgot I probably got bacon grease on the wrapper, they all just sat like, and long-suffering husband was like, see, See, she's a freaking animal whisperer. Look at what she does. She walks in and they just shut up and sit down and bow to her like she's Jesus or something. But he didn't know that I had the bacon. And to this day, unless he listens to this stream, he will not know. He will not know because it was so much fun just watching him freak out, and the owner of the dogs was like, "Okay, I'm not worried about you at all. You are welcome here, and my pack accepts you." And I don't think I've ever seen my pack respond so much as they have for you right now. And I, finally, you know, uh, hubby decided to go get in the truck because he was freezing because it was, I don't know, a crispy little 8 degrees or something like that, which I didn't care. I love the cold, but he was like, okay, I got to go defrost. I can't feel my face anymore. And when he did, I asked the owner, I was like, do you mind if I give them a little treat? And he was like, what did you bring? You brought food in here. I told you don't bring any food in here. I was like, well, yeah, but I was at the hotel and they were just going to throw it out anyway. So I thought the least I could do is just bring a little snack, to show my love. And he was like, oh, that's why they all sat at attention. What are you carrying? And I pulled out my baggie and I went, about 2.5 pounds of bacon. He was like, go for it. So I just walked through the meadow of dogs because they were all just sitting in their own little territory. It was so cool. I just handed them bacon, bacon, and bacon, and they took it and they were like, thank you, nice lady on vacation. And then we I learned how to harness them up, and which they call kitting up. Now we call kitting up a diamond painting thing. So see, there's a little smudge right there that bugs me. Hold on. Here. Okay, it's a little better. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. Hello, Louise. Oh my goodness, Louise is here. Johannes and Nichols and Louise. Oh wow. I am having a happy day now. Everybody's showing up. Hi, people. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the channel. Oh, Rochelle. Hey, girl. How did Rochelle get in here? Did I turn my head away and she snuck in? Hey girl. Okay, today we're doing this is the Mariola Budek, and I am making a sable colored husky because I think it looks more like a husky than a wolf. And I was talking about when I met the huskies in Alaska, when we went there on holiday, we really were going to go somewhere else, and then we'd been donating to yeah, it's a good bacon story. I know. How could I go to meet all these dogs without a pocket full of bacon? What kind of girl would they think I am, right? Anyways, so yeah. So George is in a meat coma right now because I just gave him the sausages that I think are like heroin to him. He went crazy over him. Fiona is hiding from the lawnmower. She's scared. Every lawn day, I have to go through this with her. She's so emotional. I don't know what to do with her. Anyway, so they had a good weekend. They really got free dog baths because it rained all weekend. And when they got to go out, they got to go out. They really don't care if it's raining. I mean, George actually loves the rain. Fiona, not so much. Gonna make some little divots here on his little schnoot because he's a floofer. But boy, when we came home from vacation at Alaska and we stunk of polar bear scent. I didn't touch the polar bear, but I got within 2 feet of him, and I'll show you a picture of that too, because the polar bear his name was Sydney, and he was kind of an old bear, and he would come and hang around the dogs. And when the dogs ate raw meat, you know. No, these crayons are these are Aquarelle. These are the pearl kind, and they are oil pastels, and they're fabulous. Look at these are called the pearl finish, and they're beautiful. And you can use them dry or you can use them wet. And I love them. And they're $10. You've got to go on Amazon and get some. Go get you some. They're fabulous. And I'm using the Brunfuner Jaman pencil with all this Oriental Asian writing that I don't understand. So I have no idea what color I'm using. But they do have numbers, and that's a good thing. And I love these pencils, by the way. And with the oils, because they're oily, they're called oily pencils. They work really great with this. And so I'm using a little bit of the colors to get that sable color that I want. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, darling. Of course you're welcome. No need. No need. You don't have to thank me for nothing. Anyway, see, you just add a little bit on and then you smudge it. And you can do this with a wet paintbrush and the color will go crazy. It goes everywhere. So I kind of like to use it dry. Actually, I think it's a great dry medium. Your fingers do get a little oily. But see, I'm just adding a tiny bit of orange over the brown and gold. And it's making that, do you see the sable color? Is it coming out? I don't know what it looks like on camera. Hold on, I need a quick sip. Mm. Oh, cool, Louise. Yeah, go get some. Absolutely. How are you doing, Rochelle? I haven't seen you in a hot minute, girl. Are you good? Is everybody good? I hope you're good. I really do. I hope everybody's doing great and coming out of it. We are coming out of the pandemic. Thank God. I don't know. Some people think it's a little soon to be opening restaurants and stadiums and all of that. And other people are just like, get me out of the house. I want to get out of here. So there's really, I am almost getting there. But then again, I was in the hospital last year and my immune system fell to nothing. Like I had no immune system. So I've had to rebuild it from rubble. And when you do that, you have to, you know, carefully think everything you do and everywhere you go and things you touch and all of that. So I'm just kind of taking it maybe a little slower than everybody. But look, everybody has their own time. So just do it in your time. This is kind of a really funky color. It looks green on camera, but oh, sorry, got to get back to the grass. Okay, love you, Nichols. Big mwah, mwah, mwah. Big, big, big hugs. Go make a pretty lawn, girl. And stop back anytime you want to. Love you, girl. Anyway, so yeah. But when you put it on, it almost looks taupish. It's kind of funky. Okay. But it colors a lot. And if you hate to do backgrounds, like almost everybody, I actually enjoy doing some backgrounds when I have my chalks or my okay. Hold on. Joanna's having a brain fart. The pans. Yeah, the pans are great for backgrounds, but this stuff is good for backgrounds too. Matter of fact, I kind of want to take a little break here. I want to show you something. When you get them wet, there you go. Now he's looking like a sable husky, doesn't he? Does he look like a husky yet? Oh, I have to do the nose. You're right. I can't find the black. I don't know what color. Does that look black to you? I don't know. Hold on a minute. I'm going to have to sharpen. Don't panic. It's going to get loud for just 2 seconds. I don't like to sharpen these in the hand crank because it eats the pencils. These are great in the electric sharpener. I mean, they get a good point and they don't eat your pencil. Hold on. I got to just get the nose done here. But yeah. So, it was very exciting. It was very exciting to see a polar bear so close up. And I had no idea that a lot of the polar bears have such interesting relationships with the huskies. I mean, you would think they'd be eating dogs for breakfast, right? But they didn't. All the dogs and the bears got along. It was very, very interesting. Like they just kind of, know their place or something. I don't know. But it was a fascinating learning experience for me. And I came home stinking like, well, I guess the polar bear hair, the scent, you know. Color of Joy. One watching now. This is me. Hi. I thought there were more people here. I had no idea. Hi, Color of Joy. How you doing, Joy? Yeah, people are coming in and going out. It's okay. I'm not worried about it. I just thought I'd show up in color a little bit because people were sounding a little down in the doldrums. And I went, well, let's color together and cheer each other up a little bit, I mean, what harm could it do? And I never know what time to stream. I really don't, because some people stream at night, some people stream during the day. Everybody's in different parts of the world. Can't keep up with it. So I just said, oh, what the hey. I got to color this husky and his pretty girlfriend. And I wanted to do like a sable color. Oh, thank you. All I do is dab this. It's dabble, 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 dabble. That's it. And I'm just putting a little bit of dark in here because the sable husky must have 38 million shades of color in their hair. They are so beautiful. Like if they turn one way in the light, they almost look orange. And then they turn another way and they look like this cocoa chocolate brown. They're just amazing. How are you doing, Louise? Are you good, sweetheart? Everything all right? What are you working on right now? Or are you working on anything? I have 35 kind of sort of projects going. You know what I mean? I really do. Anyway, yeah, I love to color dogs. I do. I love to color animals. I think that's why the Grazia Salvo book, if you go back in my channel, you probably have to go back to about January. I did a slideshow because it was the book that I swore to my husband, long-suffering husband. He's used to me buying, relatively budget-friendly books or PDFs, and and I was like, I need this book. He said it's $40 plus 20 for shipping. I said, I know, but I need this book. I need it. Grazia needs me to do this book for her. He's like, you don't even know Grazia. What the hell are you talking about? Working on a few pages. Oh, cool. Oh, you know what? Heather is also doing cards. I applaud you people for doing cards. I will buy your cards, but I can't get down the card alley. Oh my God, I get so nervous cutting them. I always think I'm going to cut stuff crooked. You know when you ever try to like cut a page out of a book and it just goes zzz? That's me. I'm that girl. I can't cut right. I know. And there's so many materials. But oh my God, the cards are so beautiful. Anyway, I can't wait to see some of your cards. Handmade cards any day, any day. I will take over. I would rather get them from a friend than Hallmark. You know? Yeah, because some of the ones at Hallmark, it's like, oh great, I get this. And matter of fact, John actually got me. Now, my husband is a card. He's an aficionado. I have to tell you, he appreciates a well-made card, and he is the best card picker outer you have ever seen as husbands go. This guy will spend, I've been making card for, oh God, are you kidding? Oh, well, you're a pro. Yeah, I bow before you. You're a pro. Mm. Anyway, long suffering husband is a card picker outer like you've never seen. He will spend an hour and a half on the card aisle. I'm not kidding. Looking for the right card that has the perfect image, the perfect amount of glitter, and then it has to say all the right things. So he's pretty picky. And one Christmas, he got me a card. And then the next Christmas, he bought the same card. And I had to show him. I said, look, I said, it's a little chewed up because George got a hold of it and thought it tasted good and then pooped glitter basically for a week. But I have the two exact cards because I always save all my cards from, well, I save my cards. I'm a hoarder. I just like, looking at them from year to year and thinking, oh, this person sent me this card and they're no longer with us. And, I have the card and it's a great memory. But yeah, he's a great card picker outer, but he picked out the same one 2 years in a row. And I said, well, you must have really loved it, dude. I mean, really, you must. Hold on, I got to sharpen one time. This girl is getting a lot of use today. Anyway, he just, yeah, I mean, oh no. Yeah, once you get a hobby that you love, and you're really, really good at it, mm-mm. Do you sell your cards, Louise? Because I didn't know that you've been doing cards all that long. That's amazing. You know what that is? That's loyalty. Let's get her floofed. This is the only way I can make floofy hair is to just tap, 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 tap. Otherwise, I get color lines and they look terrible. There we go. We're getting there. I'm seeing a dog. Are you people seeing a dog? Is this working? I hope it is. Not that I'm like scrapping for compliments or anything. I'm just trying to see what you see on camera versus what I see. It's always different. But see, she's getting that pearl. Look at the pearl from the aqua crayons. Do you see it? It just picks up that little bit of light. I love it. I love it. Anyway, we're getting there. We're getting there. It takes a while. Never rush a dog. See, I can do her hair in 25, 30 minutes, but him, no. He'll take all day. He really will. Howard is high maintenance. But I have to tell you, meeting those huskies was a lot of fun. But it was also I was so glad to get home to my mellow, lazy dogs. Of course, after they attacked me and said, "Where have you been?" I smell it. It's on your luggage. It's on the coat. Where have you been? How dare you? But it was a lot of fun. But boy, what a long flight. I mean, getting there, I guess, I don't know. I was excited and we had like the most fabulous flight attendant in the world. He was so wonderful and he did all kinds of your square brutes. Oh, cool. Get them out. Let's color, girl. Oh my God. Use the electric sharpener if you're going to sharpen all of them because I used my crank. It eats the pencils. Like they go down 2 inches. I'm not kidding. Matter of fact, look. Hold on. See the difference? I sharpened this one with this. And look at how much shorter it is. And I've used this. I've sharpened this probably 3 times because it's one of my favorite colors. It is color number 101. But these will, your hand will break. Oh man. I went to Alaska. Yeah, it was a man who has huskies and also um two polar bears that come on his property, and the huskies and the polar bears all hang out together and play and lay together, and it's like the huskies are protecting the bear, but the bear thinks he's protecting the huskies, and it's a beautiful relationship. And he's been doing it for about 25 years, and we donated uh quite regularly actually to his facility because he loved to save the dogs and save the bears, and he's very quirky, sweet man. But anyway, so he invited us up there to meet the dogs and meet the bears, and I was less than 2 feet away from a polar bear, a wild polar bear. Yeah, no glass. I know. And my husband was like, "Oh my God, here she goes, here she goes." But if you weren't here earlier when I told you, when I told them, Louise, we were at this hotel, and it was more like a bed and breakfast. Actually, it was a small hotel, but they always did a big breakfast banquet. And so, of course, as any dog owner, I had a baggie in my purse. If you're a dog owner, you should always have a baggie in your purse, right? And I had one, and I took like 2 pounds of bacon and put it in my pocket. And so when I went out there to literally, he opens the gate and there's like 28 dogs. I know I told this already. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but there's like 28 dogs, and all of them just sat and looked at me like, oh, that girl's got bacon. That girl's got bacon. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We like her. And my husband was like, see, I told you she's a dog whisperer, because he didn't know I had the bacon in my pocket. He's like, I told you my wife is a dog whisperer. Look at this. Everywhere we go, animals just stop and look at her and sit. I don't get it. Anyway, so he goes back to the car because he's freezing, because it's like 10 or 12 degrees. It's like really, really cold. Anyway, he goes back, and he kind of takes a little cat nap because he was up so early, and the flight we were on, didn't get in till later that afternoon. And it's really a long flight. And he was just tired. I said, go take a cat nap in the truck. The heater is on, relax. And then I took that bag out of my pocket, and oh my God, I just walked through a meadow of huskies, giving them bacon, just a piece, a piece, a piece. And then all of a sudden I turned around, and I swear to God, I never heard him coming, but literally right behind me is a freaking polar bear, and he's huge. I was like, oh my God, if I die right now, I'll die happy. Because I just, we were going to go to Chicago to see the polar bears there, and we didn't get to go because of weather, when he worked for the airlines. Yeah, but there's no glass in between me and this bear, and literally less than 2 feet. I'm not kidding. Like, I could smell him, and he could smell me. But the huskies all kind of ran around him in circles, and they're like, "Hi, how you doing?" And before you know it, he doesn't care about me anymore. The fascination is over, and he starts playing with the dogs, and the dogs are pouncing on him, and he's pouncing on them. It was the most beautiful thing. See, we don't have polar bears at our zoo because I live in Texas. I accept your apologies. I know, I'm so mad about it. But when my husband worked for the airlines, we could just fly anywhere we wanted to go. Johannes, on my channel, I lost subscribers. You know what? Johannes, do not feel bad. Everybody is going through that. I did too. Like 100 subscribers just disappeared. And it's got to be something. I'm not taking it personal because everybody is talking about it. Everybody on YouTube is like, what's going on? Who did I piss off? I mean, it's just happening everywhere. I'm not kidding. It's not you. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, I'll post pictures today since we talked about it on my Instagram, because my husband got his camera out and just stood there because he thought, oh, this is the last picture I'm ever going to take of my wife. She's about to be murdered by this bear. But he didn't care about me being there because he was with his dogs, you know? And that's how fabulous and magical the husky is. I love them, but they talk so much. They gossip. Like they gossip. Yeah, Johannes, don't be fretted about that. I'm hoping it'll eventually get corrected. I know a lot of people have contacted YouTube and asked about it. And so I'm going to scrap that. You know what? I'm going to try the white crayon. It worked last time. Maybe it'll work this time. Anyway, don't panic about that. Don't panic about that at all because it's not you, darling. I mean, I felt like it was me. I was like, oh, great. I'm being shunned. I'm not even Amish and I'm being shunned. I was like, what is going on here? You know? But it's not us. It's they've had a major malfunction and I can only hope they're going to get it fixed eventually. Okay. Is he starting to look floofy at all? Is our Howard the puppy looking floofy? Because I'm trying to make him floofy, fluffy. And yeah, but I just love them. Oh my God. And to see huskies in their natural element, doing what they're born to do, guarding and running and sledding. Oh, and you should see that. You just get the sledding equipment out because they taught me how to kit up, which I know to us kitting up is diamond painting, but kitting up is the way you put their harnesses on and oh my God, they just turn into hyperactive, crazy children. They are so happy. They just want to go. They're like, let's go. And boy, they're beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful animals. And I don't know why. I just did not see a wolf when I looked at this dog. I said, this is a husky, a sable husky. So that's where we're going with him. And he's my page, and I can color it however I want. I could do the next one. I printed out well, I had 2 copies printed. I'll show you. Long suffering husband did this one, and if you can see, it's practically blue. I mean, this is like icy blue. So I might do that one kind of like a wolfy thing. And then, do this one more in neutrals. But I just love sable huskies. So I know it's like, oh my God, girl. I do. I love them. I mean, I can practically feel and smell this dog. Now, oh, did I tell you guys? George met a girl. Yeah, a girl Great Pyrenees. I'm not kidding. In the neighborhood. Oh, I wish I had the picture. John has the picture on his phone. I'll show it to you next time. Is he looking okay? Thank you, Louise. Thank you. I'm working on him. Got my cup, my moon cup. Look, it's like wearing a mood ring, only it's a cup and it changes colors when you put different temperatures in it. I know. I love weird stuff. Anyway, yeah, I'm working on him. I'm going to get there eventually. But you have to be careful with these with these aqua crayons. They are very delicate and they break really easy. So it's kind of like a lipstick. It's like really soft. Hard to explain. Anyway, so I gotta get more definition in this nose, big time. His nose is not shining for me. But yeah, it was very exciting to meet them. But I've learned the hard way. You're gonna meet another. Yeah. So George met. He was out walking alone with John because George requires a lot more exercise than Fiona. Fiona's like lazy couch potato. She's like, yeah, you guys go ahead and walk. I'm not into it. You know, I mean, she'll walk a couple of times, but not as far. George wants to go. He's a roamer. So when we walk him, we have to go all the way around the neighborhood. And hold on a minute. You know what we need here? We need a pasta. Yay! Anyway, so John was walking George, and somebody in our neighborhood actually got a Great Pyrenees. And her name is Amber. And she came after George like he was made out of ham. She was like, hey, hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm losing my voice already. Wait. Mm. I'm not kidding. That dog came running, literally running at George. Like, hey, boy, hey. Not aggressive, not angry. She was just so infatuated with him. She's jumping all over him. And he is like, he's like, girl, I don't even know you. What are you jumping on me for? And he kind of backed up a little bit. And John is videotaping the whole thing. Like it's, I mean, it's either going to be good or really, really bad. Anyway, oh my goodness. So he sat there talking to the owner, for a little bit. And Amber is going crazy. Eventually, George gets into the program and starts dancing and playing with her a little bit. And oh my God, it is so cute. I'm going to have to load it on my YouTube, George Meets Amber, because he's such a, I mean, really, he's a chick magnet. I mean, he really is. My son saw a girl that was pretty like about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I'm not kidding you. He literally grabbed George. I was like, are you not taking Fiona? Nope, not taking her. Not this time. Ran outside, and within oh, thank you, Louise. Thank you. Yeah, they're really, really soft, but they're beautiful. And that little shiny pearl thing that happens, I love this. I do. I love that. Anyway, so he grabbed George and ran out the door. And sure enough, she was like, hey, pretty dog. George is a chick magnet. I mean, that's all there is to it. I call him date bait. He really is. He's a chick magnet. Women cannot resist George. I'm going to blend this in just a little bit. And I look like I'm burnishing, but it's just that one little spot is kind of not giving me what I want right now. You know? I know. I get obsessive over one tiny little thing and I won't leave it alone until it likes me back. Swear to God, I'm like a yellow dog in the yard. Like me, like me, like me. Really. But some spots you just gotta let him go because it's sort of an imperfect perfect, right? Anyway, so I have been yakking about an hour and I'm going to let you guys go in a minute because I got to get them out before it starts raining again. It has been the apocalyptic flood around here. We had one sunny day, but we've had like 23 rainy days. So, in order to avoid the smelly wet dog business, I had two little dogs, 13-year-old mini Oh, oh, you're kidding. Oh, honey. That you took good care of that dog. That's a good long life. 13 years is good. Shepherd boxer. Okay, first of all, I can train a boxer in 5 minutes. I'm not kidding. I've adopted probably 5 or 6 boxers for veterans over the years, and I swear they take like 2 seconds. They are soldiers. They are so amazing. My dogs, I wish were more like soldiers, but they're not. They're independent thinkers. And Havanese and Schnauzers are soldiers, but Havanese and uh, little Bichons, they're independent thinkers. So you get a real super smart dog that has ideas of its own. you know? But oh, sweetheart, what a lucky dog that he had you for a mommy for 13 years. You did it right. Yeah, I love the what is it called? The Kutan. It's the dog that Barbara Streisand has. Google it. You will die. This dog. She actually cloned her dog because the first Kutan she ever had was so amazing. And I did get a dog rescued for a female veteran, and it had Kutan in it. And let me tell you, some of these dogs can be like super, super hyper and nervous and stressful all the time. But then the other dogs, they're just calm and they're peaceful and they just want to keep your company and they just want to tell you you're not alone and we're good and we're just going to hang out. And that is just that's the way they're made, especially schnauzers are so smart. Yeah, scruffy dogs for sure. Oh, who doesn't love a terrier? A terrier makes it merrier. I know. I always think of Best in Show when I think of any kind of terrier. I don't know why. I love that movie so much. Um, Terriers are super smart. I just, for me, I've had Great Pyrenees for almost 30 years. I'm on my third generation, and they've always lived much longer than the norm. I've been very lucky. And then, oh, please, my dogs dig too, Louise. My dog, I'm telling you, they get a pile of dirt, they're going to dig their way all the way back to France. I don't know where they're going, but they're digging a tunnel. I'm not kidding. They are diggers. Yeah, I know. I know. My girlfriend has three terriers. Her yard looks like a gunnery field. It's like this, like you walk, and literally, I almost broke my freaking ankle walking out in her yard just to greet one of her, just to greet her dog. I was like, oh my god, this is like a 3 foot hole. What happened in here? It's like, oh yeah, they have about 18 more holes out there. Just be careful where you walk. So I had to learn the hard way. But yeah, Great Pyrenees love to dig too. I love to take them to the beach and just watch them dig a hole. And it's like, oh, I'm just sitting there. I've got my little tent, and it's a beautiful day at the beach. And the next thing you know, 85 people are watching George and Fiona team up to dig the biggest hole you've ever seen. And then the lifeguard comes over and he goes, "You can put all that back, right?" And I'm like, "No, it's sand. We're working here." Oh yeah. No more big dogs after Boo. Aw. What was Boo? What breed of dog was Boo? I know. like, like I have a forklift and I'm gonna put all that sand back. My two kids worked very hard on that hole. I'm not ruining it on their account. What kind of dog was Boo, sweetheart? Yeah, I love Malteses. I do. I do. I love Malteses and I love Havanese. Havanese are so smart. Oh my God. They are very. I know it just seems like, well, people have been stealing dogs since COVID started. A German Shepherd boxer. Oh, oh. I had Mr. Potts was my first official dog and he was Shepherd, boxer, and Rottweiler. All three. I don't know what kind of hot night at the Ramada that was, but yeah, he got me suspended from school, and I was only 6 years old. I know. He was in, did I tell you guys this story? Oh man, he was such a pretty boy. And he lived to be almost 17 years old. I mean, I had him through my entire childhood. But yeah, I got in a lot of trouble with that dog. I really did. Hi Beth, welcome to the room. How you doing, girl? Yep, I know. I know, Louise. They just drive you crazy one minute and you love them the next minute. Oh yeah, I'm not doubting that a Havanese would act like a cat. They're pretty snooty patooty. They're very fancy, fancy dogs, and they kind of know it like from birth, which I can't understand at all, but they do. Make a little more of a point here. I tell you what, I could go tapping on this dog all day because it's just the colors. But yeah, there's snooty patooty. Okay, I'll tell you real fast. So when I was 6 years old, I was in Catholic school and we were out on the play yard, and the boys would play on one side and the girls would play on the other because we didn't want anything to do with each other. And there was this little tiny black dog. And there was a boy throwing rocks at it, kicking it in the back thigh, just torturing this little tiny abandoned puppy. And I walked up to him and I took my fist and went boom right up the nose, and I broke his nose. So I nicked him Mr. Prissy. Oh god, that's a perfect name. I know. Mr. Prissy. This is Mr. Prissy, my Havanese. Super snooty dog. Anyway, but this poor puppy, I grabbed the puppy, and of course I had to go to Mother Superior's office, and my father was a police officer at the time. He hadn't made detective yet. So he had to come and pick me up in the patrol car because they couldn't reach my mother. Now my mother, okay, according to my mother, until I was about 7 or 8 years old, my name was Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. What has she done this time? What has she done? Because my mother was Irish, I mean, like Irish, like really, really hardcore Irish, like a hard yes Irish. Anyway, thank God she wasn't home that day. So my dad had to come and pick me up. So he picks me up and he comes out to the hall and he sees me sitting there with this little tiny puppy in my arms. And I said, "This is mine. I'm keeping him." He said, "How do you know if it's a boy or a girl?" And I picked up his leg and I said, "Look." And I said, "He's bleeding, Daddy. He's bleeding." So my father went in and took a mouthful, and the nuns basically gave me 3 days off, which was great because I had 3 days to play with my new puppy. I'll just show you a picture of him. His name was Mr. Potts, and he's so beautiful. Anyway, big, big dog. So, my mother comes home and there I am with Mr. Potts, and my father is saying, "Just let him stay for a couple of days." She's got a bandage on the dog. She thinks she's a veterinarian. She's taking care of him. She's like begging me for food and water and bowls for the dog, and she wants a collar and a leash. But I promise you, we'll find it a home. Just let it stay for a couple of days. So it stayed for 16 years. Yeah. And that kid's father had the audacity to call my father, and he was like, "I'm going to come right over there and give you a piece of my mind." Well, my father had his patrol car all the time. Back in the day, you got to take it home with you at night, because they didn't have you had to take care of your car if you're a cop in New York. Anyway, so the dad showed up. He was pissed. He showed up and he was like, "Where is that daughter of yours? My son said she's huge and she broke his nose. I have to take him to the hospital." And, I come out and I'm like half the size of that other kid. And I stood next to my dad. My dad was in his uniform and he was like, "Is there a problem here? What do you want to talk about?" He said, "Look, You need to teach your child some compassion for an innocent animal. He's out there kicking an innocent animal. He's probably got blood on his shoes right now. And so the guy saw my dad and saw the gun, and basically, dad played the cop card, which he never ever did. He was actually a very, very good cop. Matter of fact, he, yeah, he's done some pretty amazing things, and he was way ahead of his time. I mean, way ahead of his time, you know. Um, so yeah, so that's how Mr. Potts came to be my first dog. I know. I wonder where that kid is now. I kind of want to look him up. I can't remember his last name. If I could, I would look him up on Facebook and go, "Hey, how's your nose? Did you get that nose job you wanted?" Because boy, I tell you what, I mean, I hit that kid so hard, something cracked, like a noise was made, you know. But it had to happen. I wasn't going to let anybody hurt a dog, and ever since then, I've just, you know, that's it. And I've had cats too. Don't get me wrong. Oh, that came out a little thick. Hold on a minute. We got to do a little. I'm dawdling around and I'm not paying attention. Hold on. There we go. Let's smudge that out a little bit. It's so great because you can remove it and you can, like, you know, and it washes right off. It doesn't ruin your manicure. You know, it just washes right off. Soap and water. The stuff comes off easy, easy peasy. There. See, I wanted a little red in his ear. I don't know. Might be too much red. Anyway, you can always just play with it. You know, I'm not a professional on working with the crayons. I just like them. I just like that you can layer and layer and layer, and you know they don't eat the paper like the pencils. You know, after a while. Anyway, it was fun. It was, you know, it was fun spending 3 days at home, and you know, getting him all situated, and of course, my mother fell in love with him. So there it is. What are you gonna do about that? But anyway, you guys, listen, I don't know what the weather is like at your place, but I got to get these dogs out before the apocalypse rain shows up because I'm running out of towels. I mean, they are sucking up every towel I have. So I just want to say, Johannes, Louise, Rochelle, Nichols, if you can hear me, hugs. I love you. Louise, thank you so much for coming and visiting. Do you have to use a sealer with the oil crayon? No, I never have. No, they don't come off. Look, I mean, it kind of sits in the paper, and then I haven't. I don't think a sealer would hurt, but I don't think it's completely necessary either. And what I love is they don't smudge. You know, they crumble a tiny bit if you push too hard on them. So I just recommend being very gentle with them and doing little spots. And anyway, so there is Howard. Yay! He's about done, and next time I will come back and stream in a day or two, and we'll do her and we'll make a name for her too. But anyway, there he is, and I hope you enjoyed watching him, and I hope you enjoyed yourself hanging out with me. I am so thankful. You guys are fabulous. Thank you so much for all the love and the support. I tell you what, I don't know how I would have ever gotten through this pandemic without you. And I just think now that we're kind of at the end of that, our relationships are even stronger. So, drop me a line and tell me what you're working on, and let's keep in touch. And until then, until we see each other again, shine on. I want you to take your little tiny shine and fire that cracker up. Okay? Shine on. I love you guys. I'll see you in my next stream. Take care. Big, big hugs. Be nice to yourselves. Be nice to others. And yeah, we'll see each other very, very soon. Love you. Love you. Love you. Bye.